Hey Curlfriends, it's Crystal, the founder of Bold Culture Beauty, here in your favorite space, Bold Culture Beauty, located in the West Oaks Mall in Orlando, Florida. Back for part 2 of our 2-part series on overcoming insecurities on your natural hair journey. Now, I'm excited to bring this series to a conclusion because I think that if you can get these 8 steps down really in total, you could really be killing the game when it comes to overcoming insecurities on your natural hair journey. Now, if you missed part 1 of this series, I would encourage you to go back and watch it because those first 4 steps that I gave you are really valuable in helping you get to a place where you're more confident and where you can do the mindset work necessary to overcome your insecurities on your natural hair journey. And so without further ado, we're going to jump into these next 4 steps that you can take to overcome insecurities on your natural hair journey. I know you're ready for this information. I know you want to overcome your insecurities, and I know from personal experience that these insecurities can often stop us from achieving our best curls. These insecurities will stop us from being intentional about curl care. It'll make us more susceptible to misconceptions, and we don't want that, right? We want to make natural hair care easier. So here are 4 more steps that you can use to help you overcome insecurities on your natural hair journey. Now, number 1 is going to be changing your perspective really, and then creating a plan to reach your goals. Now, a lot of times we feel insecure because we are so focused on the negative when it comes to natural hair care. Our hair isn't this, our hair doesn't look like that, our hair isn't this long, or it won't grow, right? But take a moment to take inventory of the good things about your hair, and then not acknowledging what your hair may be lacking in this season, but take inventory of where you are and then make a plan to get to where you want to be. If we are more focused and intentional about care, it will definitely help us overcome some insecurities on our natural hair journey. And it just really changes our perspective. So where we used to be focused on our negatives, we take that information, or we take that focus, and we shift it to how to turn those negatives into positives, and it helps us be more intentional and overcome some significant insecurities on our natural hair journey. Now, another thing that we can do to overcome insecurities is to really realize that in a lot of situations, people aren't even aware of the fact that we're insecure. If we carry ourselves in a way where we are more confident, where we feel more confident, then ultimately we'll be more confident and no one will know, right? A lot of times people won't know what we're insecure about if we don't tell them ourselves. So our insecurities are playing loud in our head, but are usually silent unless we display that we're insecure to those around us. And a lot of times people are looking at us wishing that they had an ounce of our confidence, or that they had a level of security that we did. And so when you're thinking that you're insecure about something, or you're feeling insecure about your curls, and you think everybody else can see it, remember that that is not true. Now, this next thing that I'm going to tell you to do, I think, is a game changer. It makes a huge difference. And I think it's one thing that we don't always do when it comes to natural hair care, and that is to remember your high moments and then to learn from your low moments on this natural journey. And I think a lot of times we beat ourselves up on our natural journey about our hair fails, about our inability to do things. But what we should really do is take inventory of where we misstepped, what worked, what didn't work, and then come up with the ways that we can better improve to actually get to where we're going or trying to be on our natural hair journey. So I know even the most complex or complicated natural hair journeys often have moments of light, right? So remember those great things, but also take inventory of those missteps, or what we might call fails on our natural hair journey, and then use that information to help us be more intentional and do better when it comes to caring for our curls. And then lastly, just say, so what, right? If we relieve the pressure from ourselves, then we don't have to be insecure about it. No one said that you have to be held captive to your negative thoughts. And if you're struggling to change your perspective, if you're struggling to reach your goals, then determining yourself that you're not gonna let that hold you down, right? Determining yourself that in spite of these things, you're gonna keep pushing towards being more intentional on your natural journey. And watch what a difference that will make. So you don't have to be captive to your negative thoughts. You don't have to be held captive to your insecurities. You can feel insecure, but that doesn't have to stop you from pursuing your best curls and getting to a place where you're more comfortable and confident. Now guys, just to recap, these last 4 steps were to change your perspective and create a plan. Realize that most people are not aware of your insecurities. Remember your high points and learn from your low points, and then just say, so what? When you couple these 4 steps with the previous 4 steps that I shared with you in video 1, I think you'll be well on your way. No, I know you will be well on your way to overcoming insecurities on your natural hair journey and finally getting to a place where you're more comfortable and confident with your curls. Well guys, that is all I have for you today. But don't forget, these are steps that you can use right now. All 8 of them actually that you can use right now to help you get to a place where you're more comfortable and confident with your curls. So thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And for more great tips on ways that you can simplify your natural hair routine, make sure you visit me at boldsculture.com.